Alright girls, so here's the deal. I've spent the past 2 weeks or so trying to come up with something to do in this video. I've had so many ideas, and the one that I ended up coming up to was the no idea at all. Now that sounds silly, but what I mean is, I'm a person who is recently diagnosed with C-PTSD. I think it's both silly and unrealistic to expect me to be able to come up with a whole entertaining scripted YouTube series. I ended up thinking, what did I make these videos for in the first place? And the answer is me. I would address them, hey girl, and I would end them, and you know I love you girl, because I knew that I would come back and watch them again. So this video is specifically for me later. Some days I wake up and it's hard. Having C-PTSD is fucking hard. Especially as a person diagnosed with C-PTSD, I am still living in the place where all of my traumas happened. I'm still living in the exact same room where I used to look in the mirror and hate myself. I'm still in the same place. Not for long. Look, I can't talk about it yet, but not for long. But in the meantime, while I am still here, I think it's a little bit unreasonable to expect me to be performing at a really high performance rate. I am barely hanging on. I mean, every week I go to therapy and I make new discoveries and I make progress and we're happy, you know? That's the most I can ask for. So right now, when I say move the paperclip, I'm just trying to move the paperclip from one jar to the other until the jar is empty. And I really like this idea. Things that are making me happy, just in general. Because I'm going to watch this back later, in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. I'm going to watch this back and I'm going to remember this time. And I'm going to think, you had no idea what was coming. And I told my therapist today, it will be nice the next time that I'm starting to feel real low, when things are starting to feel really heavy, to come back to this video and find the things that made me happy and collect them again and see if they still will make me happy. So with that in mind, let's start with the thing number 1. This is mance. Mance is a golden barrel cactus. They're native, I think, to the southwest. I'll put a couple of facts about the golden barrel cactus on the screen. But what you need to know is you have to be really careful with mance. When I first started therapy, in the very first week, I told my therapist that I was a cactus, that I hurt everybody around me, that I would hurt anybody who got close to me. And that was just my nature. That I was covered in prickly spines, and anybody who wanted to hug me or help me would just get hurt. And my therapist told me, I think you have to go out and get a cactus. My therapist said, the reason that cactuses have spines is because otherwise all of the creatures of the desert would come and rip their insides out and eat them. And then there wouldn't be any cactuses. So he told me, I want you to go and get a cactus today and try and take care of it and see if you can love it. And so I did, and the cactus that I picked was the one that pricked me and made me bleed. Mance. I later named him Mance because that's the name that I use for my therapist in my comics. I obviously can't use his real name, so I made up this name Mance. And I draw this cactus in the first half of the C-PTSD Diaries comics, the ones that I started making when I started uncovering all of my trauma. He sits in my window, right next to my head. And I did used to talk to him when I first started. I really didn't like him. He pricked me. He made me bleed. But over time, I think we really bonded, me and this little guy. I really love Mance. I'm not going to lie to you. I really love Mance. He doesn't need a lot. All he needs is for you to not touch him. Revelations, right? He doesn't need a lot, and he won't hurt you. All he needs is for you to not touch him, to respect his boundaries, and to leave him alone. And to rotate him once in a while so that his little friend can grow on this side. He's got support. He's just like me. And I used to think that it was bad to be a cactus. And now I know this guy is extremely lovable. You just have to respect his boundaries. I love Mance. Mance makes me really happy. And it kind of feels like we're in it together because, like I said, he does sleep right next to my head. And when I move, when I get to my own place, he's still going to be right there next to my head. He's gotten me through a lot. He knows. I think he knows. That's Mance. Thing number 2, this one's exciting. This is Blue Ridge bark. This was sent to me by my spouse's mother. She sent me a huge box of chocolates when she found out what happened to me, when she found out that I'd been raped in May, and then when she found out that I had gone home to my parents' house to try and get support in the aftermath of the rape, and instead I had been further abused by my parents. I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, I didn't yet know that I had been a victim of child abuse, but suddenly coming here and realizing it, well, it made it very obvious. And so Sue sent me this big ass box of chocolates, and these are my favorite ones out of the bunch. When I eat them, I take one in my mouth and I let it sit for like 5 minutes. It's got cherries, toffee, pistachios, and sea salt in it. and it's dark chocolate. Oh, that shit is so good. I'm going to put the information on the screen, and I'm going to let you order it from Sue's chocolate shop. But I'm sorry, Sue, in advance, because that's going to be a lot of extra work for you, because that shit really busts. I've been scared of parents my whole life, reasonably so. So anytime that a parent of a friend of mine or a partner of mine or whatever reaches out to extend care to me, it's always kind of a shock, but kind of a nice one. So thank you, Sue. I'm like, thank you so much, Sue. Here's a bunch more work for you to do. Make some more chocolates and sell them. Pack out all these boxes. Number 3. This one's really special. I'm so excited to show you this. This is pictures of me when I was a little kid. I'm gonna go up to the camera and let you see them in just a second. But oh my god, this is pictures of me as a little kid. I found these in the family album because I thought, as a victim of C-PTSD, I thought, one, I have so much affection for my younger self. Now that I've been in therapy and I've been trying to work on this shit for like 10 years, I have so much affection for my younger self. I have so much love and care for my younger self, and I don't even really know what they look like. How are you supposed to know? So I went into the family albums and I took out all the pictures of me. This is what I looked like. Just a sweet little kid. Just a sweet little kid. Oh, who could ever hurt this? Who could ever hurt this? Really? That's just absolutely... I'll never understand. Here's me with a shave ice, which is like a Hawaiian snow cone. It's way better than a snow cone. That's me. I'm probably 3 there. Here's me playing in the swimming pool, kicking water. I didn't even know that I did that shit. I mean, I still do shit like this. I like to play. That's just me playing. You could see my sock tan. I do remember I hated sandals that went between your toes. So yeah, I did have to wear socks in Hawaii all the time. Here's me just having a little swim. And you want to know something crazy? That face looks like my face. I look like this kid. Now, if you've also gone through childhood trauma, you probably know this feeling. The feeling of recognition of a child who is you and is not you. That's me with a shark on my face. I love sharks. My phone case is sharks right now. I've always loved sharks. My therapist actually made me cry in therapy because he told me, oh, you like sharks because they are this weird mix of like, they're cruel and mean and like, they might bite. And I was like, no, that's not why I like sharks. I like sharks because they're sweet. And they're like dogs just in the water. And everybody misunderstands them. So I think my therapist was trying to relate my sharks to my abusers, that I can't tell if a thing is going to harm me or not. But I think I relate sharks to me, and I always have. They're just sweet. In the same way that I think of myself, or thought of myself, as a cactus. It's just a thing that looks like it will hurt, but it doesn't want to hurt. I love sharks. If you like sharks, tell me your favorite shark. My favorite sharks, cookie cutter, great white. That's great white is always going to be one of my favorites. Goblin shark and nurse shark, tiger shark, mako shark. Those are some of my favorites. Black tip, reef shark, hammerhead. You can't forget the hammerhead. Okay, that's enough about sharks. Maybe we'll make another video about sharks sometimes. Tell me what your favorite shark is, or your favorite shark fact, or your favorite marine animal in general. I used to want to be a marine biologist. I actually went to school for marine biology before I switched in university. That's enough of that. I love sharks. Here's me getting a balloon. Look at this kid. I would have loved to know this kid. This is the cutest kid I've ever seen in my fucking life. I didn't like my hairbrush. That's why my hair is short. Here's me wearing my little glasses. Are you joking me? What a cute little baby. Like, I would never have hurt this child. That's all I have to say. I would never have hurt this child. Look how small my little hand was. This is 96. I'm 4 years old. And here's, get ready to shit. This is me trying to draw my own little hand. I didn't have the motor skills. Are you kidding me? I know kids now, and I like them. For so long, I thought that I hated kids. But that was some other shit I was dealing with. Now that I'm uncovering and unpacking and healing everything, I really fucking like kids. That little hand, like, I have so much affection for this little kid. Are you kidding me? Look at them. And also, I had vitiligo as a kid. I don't know what happened. I thought maybe I imagined it now that I'm an adult, but I very clearly have vitiligo in this picture. It was on my legs and on my arms and on my back. I think I still have a spot on my back. Hang on, can you see it? It might just be that I'm not tan anymore and the spots are still there. I don't understand how it works. I've never known. I looked it up and you can't outgrow it, so I don't know what the fuck happened here. But there I am, eating an ice cream in a dress because everybody thought I was a girl. Here's me a little bit older. This was my favorite shirt. It was like, because it was a cool surfer shirt. I wasn't allowed to surf or skate because it was too dangerous for a girl child, but I really liked looking like I did because I wanted to so bad. Here's me as a baby, like a little baby, a baby. And that's a cute baby. I mean, shit. My ears were pierced because my auntie and my grandma took me to get my ears pierced without my mom's consent. That's a whole nother thing. That's a Filipino thing. And oh, here's my favorite one of all. This is me at 12. And I was bullied the way I was bullied, but look at me. I look like a great fucking time. If I knew this 12-year-old, me and this 12-year-old would be steady at the mall. Me and this 12-year-old, I would sneak this 12-year-old out and take them to the skate park. I would be buying them skateboards. I would pad them up. I'd make sure they had all of their pads and helmets and shit like that. I'd get this kid a scooter and see if they could go into the bowl with the scooter. Like, anything you want, kid. Look at this fucking kid. This kid looks like the funnest kid of all time. I cannot believe people were hurting this kid. I can't believe that. That just breaks my fucking heart. But that's why these photos are really making me happy, is because I look at them and I go, I would take good care of that kid. I would never let anything happen to that kid. And if it did, I'd be there to talk to that kid and help that kid process shit. And I think that's good. I mean, that's progress. That's healing. If you compare this to like how I was even just 3 months ago, that's a big deal. Moment of silence to applaud me. Thank you very much. My next favorite thing is my partner's curly hair journey. And that's been such a big deal for me because my partner has this hair that they have always described as like really fluffy, like a cloud, or a straight hair that's really, really bad at being straight. And so we ended up researching it, and I found out like frizzy hair, fluffy hair, a lot of times is under moisturized hair. You probably know this by now, but if you don't and you have frizzy hair, hey, it might just be curly. And so my partner and I started doing the curly girl method, curly hair method for their hair, and the curls came quick. And they've been coming consistently over the past month, I think, that we've been doing this. And it's really, really nice to see my partner's confidence go up. Has been really nice. That is making me very happy. And another thing, like I've been saying this whole video, I like kids. I think I might want one someday. And if I do, and I end up having a kid with my partner, like a biological kid with my partner, their hair texture would be the same as my hair texture, and that's kind of a relief, because I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do if I had one. I'd want to keep their hair looking nice for the same confidence reasons. So it's just a kind of a relief to know that I wouldn't have to learn, though I would. If my kid had different hair texture than me, I would absolutely learn their hair texture so that I could have them looking cute and feeling confident. I love kids. I'm thinking a lot about body autonomy for children. And when I was looking through these photos, I found this picture of me and my siblings naked with our butts out, like to show off our tans, because we were in Hawaii. And I remember I didn't want to take that picture because I was naked and I didn't want to be naked for a photo. And you might think that's so cute. I mean, hey, my parents were abusive, but you might think that's so cute taking a picture of your kid's naked butt. But please be aware that your kid has boundaries too, even if they can't articulate them. And your kid might not want somebody taking a picture of them naked, or in general. Please be aware of consent for your children whenever you take a picture of them at all, or a video of them at all, because there were times where I really didn't want to participate. And I don't think kids should be forced to participate in things that they don't want to do, period, ever, at all. That's my background. But then also, respect your children. They're just people, small young people. Number 5 is having my boobs out. Hold up. Don't get crazy. Don't get wild on me. What I mean is, I have never in my life worn my boobs out free. Like, just free balling. That's the only way. I'm so trans. Okay, free balling, but with my titties, right? I've never done that because I'm very insecure about having big boobs. That's just, I can't change it. It's my body, so I accept it. But also, I don't want anybody to look at it because that would be dysphoric for me. But for my birthday, I was having a birthday party with a bunch of friends, and it was just going to be a brunch, low stakes. And I thought, all of these people know I'm trans, and all of these people love me, so I could try it here and it would be safe. And so I did. For the very first time, I wore a dress that I hadn't worn ever, even though I've really liked it for a long time. And I wore it with my boobs out. and it was fine. Nobody died. There was no catastrophe. Nobody even cared. Like, people looked because, you know, I have big boobs. Whatever. Big boobs. Anyway, okay, that's enough. It wasn't a big deal. It wasn't nearly as big a deal as I thought it would be. And it made me feel like nobody died. I could do it again. I don't know if I'd want to, but I do want to. Because it makes me feel like my body is mine. Reclamation. It doesn't have to be like a woman's body, a girl's body. It's mine, so it's not. It's a man's body. I'm trans, by the way. But I don't have to see it as a thing that's separate from me and bad for me. It's just my body. I should be able to wear it however I want, shouldn't I? I shouldn't have to feel like I have to modify my body in order to present a certain way. So I'm experimenting with that. I mean, hey, here's where we are today. I'm experimenting with it. It's a part of myself I can't hide or change. And I'm not interested in top surgery. Though I did put in a request for my birthday on October 27th, which is coming up next week, for top surgery scars. I don't know if it's on the camera right now, but I really want to tattoo some top surgery scars, even though I don't want top surgery, because I want to be visibly transmasc. And I think that is a very gender affirming tattoo. When I first started thinking of myself as trans, I thought, I can't get top surgery tattoos. That would be disrespectful to all the transmasc people who have gotten top surgery. But since then, I have made a lot of transmasc friends, and it has really helped me to solidify my identity as myself, as a transmasc person. I'm allowed to have the fucking tattoos. You know who gave me permission? Me, because I'm transmasc. And I say it's okay, so it is. Who's gonna gatekeep from me? Who's gonna gatekeep, like, trans man identity from me, a trans man? Fucking no one. So I signed up for those, and I really hope I get a response from the artist and that I can come in on my birthday and get my tattoos. That would just be the best gift of all time. So that's that. Number 6. This particular corduroy jacket. I got this in Portland, and I got this little pin at the Judah Co-op. I'll put it on the screen. I put the pin on here, and I have not taken this jacket off fucking since. This jacket goes with everything. It is perfectly worn. It's like the elbows and the wrists are like, look at that drape. This is corduroy, bitch. How did you get like that? How'd you get like that? This shit has been worn not millions, but like hundreds of times by somebody. And now it's going to be worn hundreds of times by me. And it really made me think about the more that you wear something, the more that it is worn to you. And so the more that you wear something, the more perfect it becomes for you. And you can really feel that in this jacket. So this is really encouragement to myself, who is watching this video later. Wear your clothes more. The same ones. And in the past month, the pictures of me have been all crazy because I'm wearing this jacket in every single one, and I'm like, breaking news, Gabby wears the same outfit in every single fucking photo. Yes, I do, bitch. You know why? Because it's the comfiest outfit that I have. God bless. God bless. I love this. I love this jacket. And also, send me pictures of your favorite jacket. And I know people say that for engagement reasons, but like, actually DM me pictures of your favorite jacket, because I like people's hyperfixations and special interests. That's something that I'm into. I like to know what you love. What's your favorite item of clothing? Send it to me. I want to know. Tell me. I want to know. And the very last one. This pair of sunglasses. I just got them yesterday from my friend Gregorizzi. He's a streamer and also has been one of my best friends since I was literally 13 years old. Day one of high school, I was sitting in the back of the classroom, and there was this kid sitting in front of me and a straight guy sitting next to him. And the teacher said, turn to the person next to you and give them your phone number. Nobody was next to me. Straight guy turned to Greg and was like, I'm not doing that. Greg turned around to me and went, can I give you my phone number? And also, I had a giant pencil case in the shape of a pencil, and he said that he remembers me like fumbling with it nervously, and he was like, this poor motherfucker, look. So we've just been friends since then. My streamer friend, Greg, he gave these to me yesterday, and I wore them the entire day, and I didn't take them off once. And also, my eyesight is a little bad. I'm just a little bit blind. But at the end of the day, I saw better, I think because of the restriction, like the light restriction. So when I took it off, my eyes were like, oh my God, finally some light. So I'm like, these are my actual vision impairment reducing glasses. Now that could be entirely all in my head. If you're a doctor, don't come for me, don't comment me, don't at me. I don't want to know. Greg told me yesterday Delulu is the Salulu. So hey, if I wear these glasses every single day, one day I will wake up with 20/20. That's math. Girl math. Those are my very favorite things. Those are the things that are making me happy, and those are the things that I'm choosing to think about this week. There's a lot of shit going on in my life, and a lot of it's ugly. But I'm choosing this week to think about all of the things that are making me happy. And to me, that's huge. That's enormous. If you want to know some of the ugly shit that's happening to me and the things that I've done in retaliation, you can join my Patreon, because yesterday I posted a comic talking about retaliation in general. But you know what my therapist told me today? Is that retaliation is progress for me. Because for so long, I merged myself with other people's ideas of who I was. I took up the boxes that people gave me and said, this is who you are. And so retaliating is my way, finally, of saying, no, I'm not going to take that. Absolutely not. So I'm allowed. Thank you very much. And these sunglasses, like when I put them on, I am a bad bitch. So I can do things with no consequences. And also, I will be able to see in 3 to 6 weeks. That's just the way it is, girl math. And thank you so much for watching. I had a really great time. Please tell me what your hyperfixations are right now. My hyperfixations, top 3, Adam Sandler, Wario, and Meth of the Wild, which is a crossover I made that is Link from Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and Jesse from Breaking Bad, and their gay boyfriends, and Link is non-binary, and Jesse's trans mask. Look, look, it's brilliant. You can't convince me otherwise. One day I'm going to start the comic up again, once I'm healed and healthy and in a place where I'm safe. I'm going to start that comic up because it's really up there. It's what I think about a lot of the time. Okay, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with me. I had a really good time. Buy Blue Ridge Bark, and reclaim your photographs from your family photo albums if you had a bad family. And tell me what your favorite items of clothing are. Tell me about your hyperfixations. I'm having a good week this week because I have a lot of things to be happy about. So let's talk, let's chat. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Mwah. Bye.